Yeah, we back. Now, y'all heard of that old soap opera called The Young and the Restless? Well, I might have to start a new series called The Old and the Fraudulent, man. Now, in this video, man, we're going to get into it. If y'all been following me, just the other day, or was it yesterday, I dropped a video pretty much laying out the facts, man, proving and laying out my case that Tariq Nasheed is a snitch, because at the end of the day, as a former street dude, as someone who's taken part in the streets, right, who's boosted up his history in the streets, who's wrote books and memoirs on his war stories in the mean streets of Detroit, Los Angeles, and Alabama, and then to turn around and snitch, run to the law for protection, and file a case on another black man, bro, you a snitch, you a rat, you a fraud, you everything in between, right? But on this video, man, the same way that he flip-flopped from street dude, from ex-pimp, ex-street dude, hanging out with the shooters and the gangbangers and the pimps and the max and the players, to fast forward to today in 2023, running to the law for protection like a white woman. We got some footage for the people. We got some footage that we gonna play, pretty much also highlighting, listen, this guy's a flip-flopper, he's fraudulent in every sense of the word. As we know, Tariq Nasheed, for the past 24 months, 36 months, has been on a rampage, a propaganda campaign, a slander campaign against those of us from the diaspora, the continent, saying so many disparaging things that I can't even repeat it on my YouTube channel because I'll probably get demonetized. That's how crazy it is, man. But before he rebranded and took the current path that he's on today, he wasn't always like this. In fact, we got some old footage of Tariq Nasheed giving praise, worship, honor, and respect to the African continent. Hey, run the footage. We'll be back.
Brother, I've been all over Africa. Show me single parenthood in Africa today. You don't have a bunch of single mothers running around having babies just to be having them, or teen mothers in Africa, unless it's like a war-torn country. You don't have that. You didn't have that. A lot of the stuff that we pick up, we got directly from being victimized by the white supremacists. That's a fact. Even our eating habits. Look at if you go back in history, Africans were the healthiest people on the planet.
Now, we back in the building. Now, tell me how someone can go from saying what he said, which, hey, I can't even disagree. I can't even disagree. Like, facts is facts. I can't really just come back and be a contrarian against his point just because I may not be a fan of the person. Listen, at that point, I would be in agreement with everything he said, right? Everything he said was accurate. But because he has no integrity and there is no line of continuity that he follows, you can't really hang on to anything this guy says, because he could go from being a street dude 1 minute and next thing you know, he's a law-abiding citizen filing cases with the police the next minute, right? And then he's back fighting against the power structure in the following minute. So you can't really understand where this dude's going, where this dude's headed. So I can't really, I can't really vouch. I can never really vouch, even when he's speaking facts, right? Even when the old footage comes up and it's accurate. So at the end of the day, we're just highlighting, man, listen, this guy, he goes anywhere the wind blows, man. He goes anywhere the wind blows. But luckily for us, man, we got the archives, we got the documents, we got the old footage, bro. And unlike Instagram, Twitter, where you could go back and delete a post, act like you never said it, listen, we got you on the video. We got you looking into the video camera, contradicting the entire message that you are now pushing today. Now, I know his fans gonna get it in the comment section. They're gonna be like, oh, now he's seen the light. Because you should have seen him in the comment section just yesterday in the video where we had asked, is Tariq Nasheed a snitch for a guy who is a self-proclaimed street dude running to the law for protection, filing cases on other black men, saying that he's scared for his life? He's scared for his life. Isn't that the same thing that white women say to black men? I was scared for my life. I was scared for my life, so I had to grab my purse and run across the street. You know, this dude who claims he was a self-proclaimed street dude, you should have seen his fans in the comment section trying to run to his defense, saying, oh, nah, see, the street code don't matter. You know, he's a man with a family. Wait, how is he a man with a family? He came into the game saying that his claim to fame came about the streets. Now he's a family man. Now he's a square just like me. See, I take pride in being a square. I take pride in being a square, a law-abiding, tax-abiding citizen. I never wrote a book or built a persona off being some type of street dude from the mean streets of Los Angeles like Tariq Nasheed did. So listen, there's certain liberties that I can indulge in that nobody would judge me for. But when you're a street dude, you're supposed to abide by the street code. But as we can see with this guy, there is no code. You don't really know. On Monday he might say one thing, and on Thursday he might say another thing. And as a man, the only thing that you have is your integrity, your honesty, and your reliability, right? If you say something, people are supposed to be able to vouch for that because you're supposed to mean what you say as a man, right? But Tariq Nasheed, he has no credibility amongst the people, not in the eyes of intelligent black men either way, because you don't stand on what you say as a man. See, your followers, they're going to follow behind you. Once you push the street dude aspect, the street dude persona, oh, they're going to say, oh, he was the realest street dude. Then once you come running to the law like the police, they're going to defend you saying, oh, you a family man. But see, black men with intelligence, we understand that you're not consistent. You're not consistent in what you say, so you get no respect because you are not a man of integrity. And to be honest, man, I've been having a ball these past couple of weeks pretty much covering all the major events that's been happening on the African continent and the diaspora coming together as one, right? Like, remember when Tariq Nasheed had that reparations rally in Washington, D.C., and it only had like 1,200 people over there? And then Chance the Rapper had a Pan-African week-long festival, and it was like 52,000 people that pulled up from the continent in and around the diaspora. So we see which camp, we see which movement has more traction amongst the people, amongst the grassroots, as they like to say. And it ain't Tariq Nasheed's movement, right? It ain't Tariq Nasheed's movement. Nowadays, he always has something negative to say towards Pan-Africanism. But in my eyes, and in the eyes of the people, it seems that Pan-Africanism is what's running in the streets, man. Pan-Africanism is what's really, you know what I'm saying, it's what has the streets on lock. Because at the end of the day, once we look at the numbers, your little rally, your little movement, your little get-together up in Washington only had 1,000, 2,000 people maximum. Some say that it was really 500. But guess what? When we came together, it was over 50,000, my guy. It was over 50,000 at that Black Star Line Festival up in Ghana. Yeah, Dave Chappelle, Chance the Rapper, Erykah Badu, Lauryn Hill, T-Pain, Jeremiah. Yeah. So listen, we see who's on the winning team. We see who's on the losing team. That's why we see you losing influence, and we see over here on Pan-Africanism, yeah, we gaining influence. We coming together, man. Yeah, so it is what it is, man. It's your boy Neferkari Desalegn back in the Billy. Yes, indeed. And I'm gone. Peace. Like, share, subscribe. Cash App in the description. Support the platform. And I'm gone.
Reincarnated, I'm back in original fashion. I left on a horse and came back in the ass, and I left with abundance and came back to famine. We used to be pyramids, now we be rapping. Look how the mighty have fallen. Used to be running, now we be walking. When you be cooning, that's when they applauded. Selling your soul, your sons and your daughter. Gotta come up in this shit, they stuck in the mix. Really, my heart it be breaking. That's why I'm stacking that paper and handle my business. Pass it down in generation. Talking about money and power and building a nation. That's a deadly combination. Never be watching the TV, they pushing agendas, falsifying information. No, they got malice intentions. Step in the room and I'm feeling the tension. Enemy watching, he blocking my vision. Pay for the check cause I need my redemption. Building my kingdom, I need it protected. Ready for war like a young Money Congo. Never decided the team is the motto. Up in the crib and I'm whipping up waffles. Up in the crib and I'm smoking gelato. I'm chilling, I'm taking my pain and make it ambition. I'm blessed by the gods, but I ain't religious. I came for the power, they came for the bitch. They making no hourly wage. I got business, this shit is an art, and they could never be taught. Selling my soul, I can never be bought. Play with my money, I see you ain't caught. Run to the check and I do it for sport. Babylon falling, I go to the source. Packing my luggage and go overseas. Shorty be with me and she so elite. Shorty be chocolate, I'm calling her Hershey. Secret intelligence probably gon' murk me. Don't fuck with brands, cause nigga I'm Haitian. Say the wrong shit and get smack in their faces.